Hey everybody, it's Matt from Junior Horror Movies, and welcome to another Top 10 Tuesday. Here I'll be doing a little different view, as you can see with my, I'm trying to do this chair thing with the collection in the background. Let's see how it goes. I don't have the box heater on, so therefore, yep, Tiki's right here with me. But we're going to do my new list for you guys. I'm going to be doing my top 10 for this week. Blu-ray releases for the year 2017. These are my top 10 favorite releases. They were the ones that were like my day one buys, or like you have to have for your collection. So my top 10 Tuesday official Blu-ray releases of 2017. I am going to do an honorable mention. I usually don't do them, but this one definitely deserves an honorable mention. I've been really dissecting this list for a while, and went back trying to figure out what got released in 2017 on Blu-ray and what really deserved to be on this list. A lot of them won't be, you know, first-time movies coming out, like, you know, from the theater out onto Blu-ray. Now, I'm talking about the ones that are obscure, or wow, they actually got a Blu-ray release, or actually got the upgrade needed because they've been lost in DVD obscurity, or they become out of print, just needed that upgrade. So again, here's an honorable mention I got right here, and this is my honorable mention is the George Romero box set Between Night and Dawn. This one has The Crazies, which was originally on Blu-ray. It was put out by Blue Underground. It lost its rights, went out of print for a Blu-ray, so very hard to find. But now you can get it on this Blu-ray. I'll show them out here. So that is The Crazies. What's also nice about these Arrow sets is they come up with these little booklets too, which are pretty sick. Alright. The next one is Season of the Witch in this box set. This had a DVD release. It was a little harder to find, a little expensive, but now they have a good special edition Blu-ray. Very happy. And of course, I think for the first time, not really, I want to say horror related, but it's George Romero, and it's always vanilla. So if anybody knows, I haven't watched that one, but I know The Crazies pretty well, and Season of the Witch is really good. But this definitely deserved an honorable mention. And rest in peace, George Romero. This set had to be on the list somewhere. I'll set it down here. I don't want it to fall. That's my luck. Alright, so now we're getting into the official top 10. Again, these are my Blu-ray releases of 2017. At number 10 is put out by Arrow Video. Arrow does a fantastic job with the releases and how they do all the special features. And that is Tiki, the Immortal Monster. This one never had an official DVD release, and I think this was lost in VHS obscurity. You can get it in bootlegs, but when Arrow put this on an official Blu-ray, I jumped on this faster than you could say, oh my god. It's a black and white blob rip-off type movie. Very well done, and it was like lost in some parts where they actually have footage still missing from the movie because it's damaged film. But for the movie that was put out, it's fantastic. So definitely check out Tiki, the Immortal Monster. That is my number 10 for the release of 2017. Number 8 is put out by Massacre Video. This is one movie I thought I would never see on Blu-ray, which is really weird. And it is an obscure film, and that is called Hack-Lantern. Hack-Lantern, it's like a slasher-esque, satanistic type movie. Very well done. Massacre Video did a fantastic job with the transfer on this nice Blu-ray. That's the original artwork right there. It was on VHS, again, never made DVD. Put a bunch of special features. The transfer is fantastic. As you can see there are the special features. Again, I think they're re-releasing this again on a normal edition Blu-ray down the road, but had to put this on the list. It's an obscure film. Fantastic little flick. Number 8 is put out by Severin. This is one I definitely had to jump on. I had it on a bootleg, my bootleg box set I have up there. and it's a fun little nature run amok killer animal film. Everyone knows I love my nature run amok movies, and that is Wild Beasts from the 1983. And Severin put this out by Franco E. Prosperi. Again, this is where I want to say it's PCP was released in the water supply and ends up getting into the water of the zoo. And all of a sudden these animals are starting to run amok. Here you have killer lions, people trampled by elephants, people eaten by rats, dogs, everything. So this has types of animals killing people. Great little Italian flick. There's a cool interview with the director and how the stuff that he had to go through in making this movie was kind of eye-shocking. So I was very happy to see this movie get an official Blu-ray release. Once this got a release, I jumped on that fucker. Number 7 took forever to get released by Synapse, but they finally did. At first they put out a steelbook, and of course they always say they're never putting out a Blu-ray. It's always going to be the steelbook, which is lies, because they release popcorn. I had to jump on the normal Blu-ray. It's definitely cheaper than the actual steelbook. The steelbook was insane amount of priced. I waited a little bit longer. It was well worth the wait. Fun little slasher from 1991. I remember this did have a DVD release, and back when it was on DVD, I always looked at it but never bought it. And I always kicked myself because the DVD went out of print, very hard to find, and I was like, oh, fuck. Kicking myself constantly, but then all of a sudden Synapse puts out the Blu-ray. Blu-ray looks fantastic, has some good special features to it, tons of nice little features on the bottom, so you got some stuff loaded with goodies. So popcorn is a definitely must own in the collection. Number 6. It's put out by Arrow again. Arrow does a good job with their transfers. And this one was a DVD. It had a DVD, went out of print, and just went skyrocketing in price. So it was very hard to find. And if you could find a good price, you were good to go. If not, you pretty much had to stay to a bootleg. And just never got around getting a bootleg of it. But then when it released the Blu-ray of Evil Ed, had to jump on it. Evil Ed's a fantastic gore-fest type film where this editor, who is pretty much editing out different scenes to these different weird horror films, and it starts changing him. He starts going crazy. He starts going on a huge killing spree and just goes ballistic. This was a definitely must own. Arrow did a fantastic job. Again, loaded with special features. This has 3 discs to it. How can you do 3 discs to Evil Ed? Well, they did it. So this was definitely a must own. Evil Ed by Arrow. Alright, number 5. Put out by Scream Factory. Another one that had a DVD release. A snapper case. And of course, the DVD went out of print. It was very hard to find. I did find a DVD once. I paid $20 for it, used. But I had to have it because of the movie, and that, of course, is Tales from the Hood. Tales from the Hood is an awesome anthology from the 90s. Spike Lee did this film, and of course it relays on a much of like hood type horror films would do. You know, you have people getting attacked by cops, so the whole bad cop against people. You have racism in this. You have child abuse, gang related violence. Everything is all in this film. And of course, Scream Factory puts it on Blu-ray with the original artwork on the front too. Love it, that artwork. I remember seeing it back on TV. It was, I think, just an HBO movie. I don't think it ever had an official theater release. I think it was just an HBO movie. And of course, they put loads of special features on it from Scream Factory. Great little slipcover they did. Fantastic job with the transfer guys. Tales from the Hood, must own, especially into anthologies. Alright, number 4. Again, this one, I jumped on it as soon as I knew it got released. I was so ecstatic for it, so excited. A lot of people are going, oh, thank God it's getting a Blu-ray release, because people are getting tired of it, going, where's the Blu-ray of it? And that, of course, is Rawhide Rex. This is put out by Kino Lauber. And Kino also put out the reversible artwork on it, too, which is this version or that. So, Rawhide Rex, to me, is a fantastic demon-type film from, I want to say, the 1986. Clive Barker had some issues with it. This movie is not the greatest movie, but it's very entertaining. You can tell there's issues with the guy with a suit and everything. But again, it's got interviews, tons of features. They interview the guy who actually played the monster in this movie. I guess with Clive Barker, he wasn't allowed on set with this movie. But I loved it. I know some people are going, oh my God, Rawhide Rex. I don't care. It's my number 3. No, that's my number 4. Sorry. Number 3 is put up by Vinegar Syndrome. Never knew much about this movie. In fact, it was kind of like a lost 80s film. I always wanted to check it out. And since they released it, it was well worth it. If you're a fan of Evil Dead, Army of Darkness type movies, this is a definitely must own. And that, of course, is Demon Wind. Look at that cover. The whole demon opening it up. Pretty much, excuse me. Starts off with people are getting attacked by a demon, and the house is in rubbles. The son, or I think it was the grandson, going to find his grandparents, I think it was, his grandparents. Just doing a little history, and he comes to find these ruins of this old house. And of course, people are saying, don't go there. There's bad things happening. He brings a ton of friends with him, and now they're all stuck into this kind of like a dark, engulfed in smoke, whatever, are being attacked by all different types of demons. And of course, they're all getting taken out one at a time. Great 80s flick. Again, Vinegar Syndrome, fantastic job with their transfers. Solid work on the slip covers. And of course, just normal casework. Loaded with tons of special features on the film that's probably never had a DVD at all. So they did a great job. Again, definitely must own if you're into 80s obscurity. Demon Wind. Alright, number 2 is a box set. This box set, there's 2 different versions of this box set. If you know what I'm talking about Phantasm. Phantasm, both Arrow and Well Go USA had it was like a battle between the two. Who's putting out the best set? Now, for me, I love Phantasm movies. I have both. But I had to go towards the Well Go USA set versus the Arrow. Arrow did a great job. They put a sphere in it, got everything on that. But it's very hard to get the discs out. If you want to watch this particular film, you have to go through, take the sphere out, go through the cardboard to get the disc and everything. With Well Go, they put them all in separate films, which is fantastic in their own little case. In a nice, awesome book that has, as well, on the Phantasm movies. Each one is loaded with all types of features and everything. The transfer quality is fantastic. Again, this one was kind of I don't know what to go for. Do you go for the, what the hell's that? Do you go for the Well Go, or do you go for Arrow? People went for both. Some people just went for one particular one. This box set did go out of print, so it's very hard to find now, or it's kind of expensive. I know they just re-released again, all on DVD. So if you're into Phantasm, I would jump on the DVD if you can, as long as you just have them in your collection. If you can find the box set, go for the Well Go, the USA one. Nice shiny cover art, loaded with features, awesome book, tons of special features on it. This was a fantastic. I was kind of like, alright, I got the Arrow. Do I really want the Well Go? And I just kept contemplating. You said, you know what? who cares? It's Phantasm, just get it. So I did, and I wasn't disappointed at all. Both did great transfers and everything, but I had to give props to Well Go USA for their Phantasm release. And my number one of 2017 for Blu-ray release is put up by Scream Factory, and that is the Paul Nash Lee collection, volumes 1 and 2. Some of these had DVDs, some had none whatsoever. And Paul Nash Lee is a Spanish director / actor, producer, and he has a ton of different films that probably never had a release whatsoever, to some that are very hard to find, to obscurity, to maybe just VHS. And each one is loaded with features, and each one's about 5 movies in each from the different collections of Paul Nash Lee. So Scream Factory did a fantastic job. I hope they do a part 3. I think that would be pretty cool if they release more of his films. They did do a double feature with The Laurie's Grasp, which was another Paul Nash Lee film. So pick that one up too. But my number one, Paul Nash Lee collection, volumes 1 and volume 2. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my Top 10 Tuesday for Top 10 Blu-ray releases of 2017. Thanks very much for watching. Love to hear your thoughts down below. Please let me know your thoughts, and what are your top 10 Blu-ray releases that got released in 2017. Alright guys, have a good one. Peace.